Okay, YouTube fam, thank you so much once again for stopping by. Today we're gonna take a closer look at the original Street Fighter V version of Akuma. Many people didn't like him, but I like him. So let's check out the red hair Lion King, the master of the fist. So taking a look at his lazy eye, taking a look at his face. I don't know what's up with that eyeball, but the face could have used some shading. If you look at the hair they did really good with the shading. I don't know if you could pick up on the black wash on the red. Executed really nice. But notice he doesn't have a button like the other versions of himself. Scope work all through his forehead, on the wrinkles around his nose, his mouth. Looks nice. The paint job on his lip is well done. Now his hair is very soft, squishy, so you can move his head for the most part and you won't have any issues, but it does get in the way of articulation a little bit. And his hair here is sculpted, it isn't just painted on, so that's cool. I like how they did the bead this time around, the prayer beads, how they wrapped it around him instead. I like how Capcom changed his appearance. The prayer beads doesn't hinder his head movement. It tucks in through his gi, so you still got room to move. Arms, you already know what to expect from Street Fighter. Veins, muscle mass popping up everywhere. Like an arm, you can see the details there as well. Nicely done. See his elbow. Now here on the gi, you can see this is textured. If you run your fingers, you can feel it. It is soft plastic, so it is flexible and it won't hinder your movement. Now I like the fact that they wrapped ropes around his fist instead of giving him gloves. One, I think it fits Akuma. Two, it gives him a distinctive look compared to Ken and Ryu or any other gi wearing characters in the game. And like I said, I think it just fits him better. And I also like the ropes around his waist. This part of the figure does move around. That's how you could remove his gi as well. And it is soft plastic, so be careful when you are removing it. Taking a look at his pants, you can see here the sculpted lines. There isn't much weathering down here, as we've seen on his previous versions. They are very light. Down here at his feet, see the veins, see the chancleta details here. And this is the same chancleta on all three versions, just different colors. So you already know what to expect with these chancletas. Here's a quick rundown of the back and the front of the figure. Now down here, since he's one of the older figures, this is built different right here. Every time you try to move their legs somewhere, they just come all apart. And again, so on the older Storm collectible figures, they were wobbly and their legs good, but it wasn't executed properly, I guess you could say. And they readjusted it, and now we don't have the issue with their legs popping off left and right. We can see that with the Mortal Kombat 3 Reptile, for example, and the newer models. And this is what it used to look like before. I don't have a picture of the new versions, but this is how the old version looked. And this is the reason why they weren't as durable. But I appreciate Storm for listening to us and making adjustments. This is how I recommend you guys to remove the face or change the face. Pull the hair first, and then you wanna gently remove from the hair piece. This is what it is, this is how it looks like, and this is how you put it back. Put it in, and then you just place it back in place. Now taking a look at his grinning face, you can see with the shadow of the light, you can see the sculpt work in the face. Something to be admired. Very quietly, nicely done. Look at that nose. Look at that forehead muscle. Look at that eyeball. This one is not lazy. No butt chin like his other versions. But you can see the nose. This part does move. It moves on all of them. So yeah, something to admire. Nicely done, yo. Nicely done. So next up is his yelling face. As you guys see, same details. You can see in the mouth area, he has nicely painted teeth. His tongue, I think the tongue looked better in his previous versions, but this one doesn't look that bad either. And here you can see the creases in this area too. And you could sort of see the lines here in the eye too. This is pretty nicely done too. So stuff like that is stuff that I appreciate them doing. Here we get to see his flaming effects that you put on his wrist, similar to the previous versions of him, except that these effects are purple and pink instead of red and orange. But the transition on this one looks way better. So here is his fireball. This is his Hadouken effect. You can see the coloring here, the transitions between the purple and the pink, just nicely done. I have it on the stand here. It does come with a stand that holds the fireball. This isn't removable like we've seen on his other versions. Now we're going to take a look at his gi with the kanji 10 symbol on the back, which means heaven or sky, but it's supposed to represent immortality according to Capcom. You can feel the texture here. You see the seams of the stitching. You can see it on this area right here as well. Nothing inside. But yeah, I think they could have done better with the painting the symbol. As far as making it glow. Finally, we had the stands that the older Street Fighter V used to come with, but they stopped producing them. Maybe because they wanted to push out the clear stands that we see them selling now. And this is texturized to fill it. But these were pretty cool as well because it pertained to that particular group of figures. Alright, so that's a wrap up. Thank you so much once again for you guys stopping by and checking out this review with me. I am really grateful for you guys, yo. Seriously, thank you. Curious to know, what was you guys' initial reaction when you guys seen this version of Akuma? Me personally, I like the fact that they gave him the rope as his belt. I like that they wrapped the ropes around his hands. I really like it. I think it adds to his character. And I like the idea of wrapping the beads around him rather than just sit him on his neck. Figure itself, I think Storm did really great, giving us the option with being able to remove the sandals, as well as the gi, and most importantly that they retooled the articulation system, even though I think that the new ones could use some retooling on the ankles. But anyways, let me know how you guys feel about this figure in the comment section below. And if you haven't, please consider subscribing, like, comment, let me know what's up. Also, if you haven't yet, follow me on social media. It'll be in the description below as well. In the meantime, enjoy these pictures. You guys be blessed. Thank you.